It's 8:06. Good evening, everybody. My name is Scott Power Ejafepe. I'm a Forex coach and I'm a live trader, and I trade a lot of accounts. And to the glory of God, this is what I do. I train people on Forex, binary, and all of that. So the aim of this training is to teach you from zero. If you have no idea about Forex, we are going to learn from zero, or if you have a little idea, to a maximum level of Forex trading. Are you with me? If you have no idea of this business, you are learning from zero, little or no idea, to a maximum level of this business. So let us see exactly what we are doing for this training. Let me take you to my PDF. For day one, which is today, I'll talk about the introduction to Forex trading. I'll talk about exchange rates. I'll dive into fundamental analysis. I'll look into technical analysis. Then I'll now talk about sentimental analysis. But please, I want to beg everybody for something. Since today is the day one of this training, I need all of you to be consistent on this training. If you are consistent, I can assure you that you get this training to the maximum level. If you are consistent to this training, I can assure you get it to the maximum level. This training will be going from Monday down till Friday. It's a 5-day training, and it will go from Monday to Friday. So let's start. Let's start with Forex trading. What's Forex trading? Forex is simply known as foreign exchange, and it is the largest financial market where currencies are bought, sold, and exchanged for one another. Unlike stock markets, it has no centralized exchange, and transactions are performed over the counter. Now, participants trade with worldwide network. Are you with me? Participants trade with worldwide network of banks. Now, brokers and other financial institutes. It is one of the mostly active traded markets in the world, with an average daily of volume 5 trillion or $5.2 trillion. Let me quickly explain myself. Daily, what is actually traded, or what is actually assigned to traders, is 5 to $5.2 trillion. And what is Forex? Forex is just a normal exchange. I take money to the market, I buy fish. I buy fish in place of money. It is an exchange. And it is more or less like you are buying currency pairs in Forex. You know, in Bitcoin, when you trade Bitcoin, you can trade Bitcoin pair to pair, all of that. You can also trade it. You can use all the indicators or some of the indicators you have in Forex to make analysis on Bitcoin. Now, when do we trade Forex? Forex is always traded 245. I repeat, Forex is always traded 245. It is traded from Mondays to Fridays. And what in the time zone we are looking at is London, New York, Tokyo, Zurich, Frankfurt, Hong Kong, Singapore, Paris, and Sydney. And there are actually trading sections in Forex. We have Asia trading section. Asia, that is when you have the Japan, you have the China, and you have some other countries. Singapore. Singapore is an Asia country. European trade, another trading section, European trading section. You see Europe. You see Franc. There's so Franc 40. There are so many pairs you can trade in this business. America, USD. Are you with me? So all of all these sections is exactly what makes up the Forex market. Now, who trades Forex? Have you sat down and asked yourself, oh, sorry, what do we do exactly in the Forex market? We buy and we sell. Now, the buying and the selling we are talking about, the buyers are the bulls. You see the animal with the horn is an indication that what? It is the bull. While the sellers are the bear. The sellers, which seems to be the polar bear there. Now, who exactly trades Forex? One, the central banks are the major bodies that trade Forex. Example of central banks are European central banks, Central Bank of Nigeria, Bank of England, Bank of Canada, Bank of Japan, so on and so forth. All these sections, they trade forex. Who are the subordinates? The subordinates are commercial banks. Example of commercial banks are, you have the Keystone Bank, you have the Echo Bank, you have the Polaris Bank, you have the Guarantee Trust Bank, you have the JP Morgans. All these people, they trade forex. Now, who are the subordinates? The subordinates are the multinational corporations. There are some investment bodies that will tell you that we want you to help us to trade. Are you with me? Like sometime, was it not last year or so? There was a certain company I went out to go and give training on. Excuse me. I gave training on, and it was so successful. All these things were taught, and they enjoyed it. So multinational corporations are corporations that will tell you that, Mr. David, you have $500. Why don't you bring this money, we trade for you? We give you a certain percentage. That percentage is exactly what you have as your profit on your capital. That's your return on investment. Are you good? Now, who else can trade forex? Individual investors. Individual investors can trade forex. When I mean individual investors, I'm talking about you and I. How much do we have in the forex market compared to the central bank? How much do I have? Everybody cannot trade forex. In those days, nobody's eye was open to this kind of opportunity. I remember in those days, 2006, 2007, if I'm not mistaken, what I bought then was shares. I bought Fidelity shares, I bought from Guinness. So there was a global situation. Then the economy went down, then the shares went down. I sold all of it. But today, what I deal in actually is forex. I deal in forex. I deal in Bitcoin. I deal in binary. A lot of opportunities. And should I tell you, I can even tell you the name of my broker. The name of my broker is Mr. Samuel. For once, Mr. Samuel, I've never seen him physically, but I communicate with Mr. Samuel because the opportunity now is you might not be seeing your broker one-on-one, but you can communicate with your broker. Are you with me? So individual investors can also trade forex. Now, if individual investors can trade forex, let's see the flowchart. I had to go online to get a flowchart that really explain what I just said. Now, looking at my flowchart, the central banks, they are at the center. The central bank, they are actually at the center. And if the central bank are in the center, it means that the commercial banks, they are the major banks. Look at them. They are linked to the central banks. It's just like, and I told you, commercial banks are Echo Bank, Zenith Bank, Keystone Bank, so on and so forth. They are linked to that section. Investment funds. Investment funds are actually linked to all these parts. Yes, they are parts. They are also traders. Market makers are the brokers, ECN brokers. You can see them here, ECN brokers, and they connect the retail traders to the banks. Let me tell you one thing, class. Assuming there was no broker, like assuming there was no what they call them broker, there is no way you and I can connect with the banks because the brokers are the ones that gives access. I repeat, the brokers are the ones that gives access for us to trade. They provide the platform, MetaTrader 4 and 5, which we use to trade in the forex market. They provide the platform, MetaTrader 4 and 5, which we use to trade in the platform. So that is that. Let's proceed. Base currency and code currency. Now, normally, currency is defined as a fiat or a note a country spends. That's currency. Now, when you now talk about a currency pair, it means it's a combination of two. In other words, when you have a base currency is the first listed currency of a currency pair, while a quote currency is the second listed currency of a currency pair. Now, what am I trying to say? If you look at the currency pair, Euro USD, Euro is the base currency, while USD is the quote currency. Look at the other one, GBP AUD. GBP is the base currency, while AUD is the quote currency. Look at the last one, XAU USD. XAU is the base currency, while USD is the quote currency. So whenever I see currency pairs combined together like this, it is an indication that the base currency is the first listed currency, while the quote currency is the second listed currency. That was clear enough. How you think? That should be clear enough. If you know you are enjoying this class, can you just type 5 in the chat box? If you know you are enjoying this class, can you type 5 in the chat box? You know you understand what I've been saying, and you are actually with me. Just type 5 in the chat box. If you know you understand what you're saying, and you type 5 in the chat box. God bless you. Thank you, Mr. Sunday Ede. God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. So now let's proceed. Exchange rate. Exchange rate is the rate at which one currency will be exchanged for another. It's also regarded as value of one country's currency in relation to another. When we believe that one currency will rise against another, we buy. And we buy the strong currency and we sell the weak currency. Let me quickly go to my chart. Now, coming to my chart, let's say I have a currency pair, and the currency pair is Euro USD. Now, if you have a currency pair as Euro USD, so since you have a currency pair as Euro USD, do you agree with me that on this currency pair of Euro USD, let's say I'm assuming class, please. Let's say Euro is 600 and USD is 400. I'm assuming no. So that shows that 600 divided by 400. 600 divided by 400 gives you what? 1.500. Do your calculations very well. 600 divided by 400 gives you 1.000. Now, once you have this, class, do you agree with me that if you have this as it, then do you agree with me that if, let's say for instance, Mr. George Casimir calls me and says, Mr. Gospower, please, I'm only concentrating on the base currency. I'm not talking about the quote currency tonight. I'm only talking about the base currency. Let's say he says Euro has increased to 700 or 800. It means that on my chart, Euro has gone up from 600 to 800. Now, mind you, when Euro is increasing the market, probably USD is dropping. But like I said, I'm only concentrating on Euro. I just want to use Euro to explain the class. 800 divided by 400. 800 divided by 400. Do your mathematics. This cancels this. So 2 here 1, 2 into 8 is what? Sorry, 4 into 8 is what? 2. So that will be 2.00. You can see that this is higher than 1.5. Can you see? That's an indication that what, when you see that the chart, it has increased, it is now 2.00. What do? You enter that market as a buyer. You don't just jump into the market. You enter with very good analysis. Now, let's say Euro, Mr. Sunday Ede told me that Euro has dropped in the Forex market. Let's say probably Euro dropped in the Forex market by 200. And this is now 200. Let me use another marker. Excuse me. So that's 200 by 400. Do mathematics. This should be what? 0.5. So if it's 0.5, it means that Euro has dropped in the market and it dropped from 600 to 200. So if it has dropped, it means, what do you do in this case? You sell in the Forex market. You sell in the Forex market. So once you sell in this forex market, it means that you must have a target. I'll talk about take profit and stop loss tomorrow. Please don't miss tomorrow's class for anything. Tomorrow's class is a pure practical class. Secondly, you might probably be wondering, is this man even recording this thing? Yes, I'm recording it. Whenever I conduct training like this, I always drop the recorded version and the PDF I'm using to teach you. But please do me a favor. I will drop this on my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click on the notification bell. Are you with me? Then don't forget to share. If also you have very good friends that are interested in this business, why don't you call them and let them come and benefit from what you are enjoying tonight from now till Friday? So that is that. You buy when you notice it's going up, and you sell when you notice it is coming down. Now, let me quickly go to my slide. The next one I'd like to talk about tonight is fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is a way of looking at the forex market by analyzing economic, social, and political forces that may affect currency pairs. The idea behind this type of analysis is that if a country's current or future economic outlook is good, its currency should strengthen. The better shape a country's economy is, the more foreign businesses and investors will invest in that country. This results in the need to purchase that country's currency to obtain those assets. Fundamental analysis is like this. You know, in the forex market, we have a lot of analysis going on, especially when you hear some people making all their comments. When you hear some people making their comments on how the trade has gone and all of that. Now, there's something called news trading, and there's something called NFP rule. NFP is non-farm payroll. NFP, I'll talk about NFP on Friday. On Friday, which is the last day, I'll talk about how, and I will also teach you how to news trade, such that if you don't want to trade with any indicator, you can use your news. You can use the news to trade. And I can assure you, if you use the news to trade, you make bastard money. This morning, I got an information about Euro USD. As I'm talking to you, I'm in a serious profit on Euro USD, and the profit is still climbing. Whoever, okay, let me show you on the chart. Okay, I'll show you on the chart when I'm through. Now, technical analysis is the study of price pattern on a particular asset, whereby I use drawing tools and all of that to make analysis. Technical analysis is a situation whereby a trader uses some tools to make analysis. Like for instance, if you are consistent with this trade, there's nothing I'll not teach you. I will teach you how to use your technical analysis to trade. And as I am, I can trade from any angle. I can trade with the news. I can trade with the news. I can trade with all aspects. I can trade with all aspects. So if I trade with the news, you will see that the profit will come out so well. Now, let's now proceed. The next one I would like to talk about for my slide here. Okay, sorry, I think that's technical analysis is out. Let me click on the chart. Let me click on the chart. I will show you, don't worry. Now, if you now come here, let's now come to this place. Technical analysis uses tools, like I said, to draw the forex market, and that tool will help you to predict if you win in that market. But don't worry, if so many people ask me questions about this training. If you are consistent to this training, I will teach you how to win in the forex market. In fact, your winning rate will be very, very high. That's one thing I will surely teach you. Sentimental analysis is when people use process of identifying the position of traders, whether net long or net short, to influence your own trading decision in the currency market. Now, sentimental analysis is translated to forex. It is also used for stock and other assets. See, if you are going to follow my training, I am not coming here to teach you on forex alone. I'm also going to teach you on binary. You know, so many people love binary because binary is where the big boys, they make money. But forex too, big boys, I can make money from both sides. Binary, is it not using Derive? If I use derive.com, I link it, then I now connect it. Well, higher than the sellers. If it is higher, what do? I go and buy. Is GPP higher than the euro? What do I do in this case? I sell. Are you with me? So that's how fundamental, that's how you go on sentimental analysis. Let me go on trading view. Oh, this is beautiful. Thank God it opened. So that you know that it's serious business we are into. Please don't fail to come from tomorrow's class. Like I said, if you know, in fact, for you to support my ministry, please and please, I beg you, click on the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell. Look at my chat. This is what they call Bollinger Bands. So many people go on YouTube and watch Bollinger Bands. They get so many ideas of what Bollinger Bands is and they trade. Well, sometimes, you know what about me? I don't know how to talk on some people's decisions. But if you are consistent with this training, the way you will trade the Bollinger Band, you'll be so shocked. Is it not Bollinger Band I'm using to trade? I'm trading Bollinger Band and CCI. CCI is called Commodity Channel Index. I repeat, CCI is called Commodity Channel Index. This is the profit I made today in the market. Thank God I told you that I'm making serious profits on Euro USD. For you to see, I'm not lying. This is it. Let me show you. Let me expand this thing so that you see the buy. Can you see? Just imagine. I have entered this market since morning from here, and it has been going up. It has been bullish. Why? Because it has been on a long sell. It has been a bearish since last week, and my profits have been so sweet. Those people I'm trading for and my signal groups, they are really enjoying the profit right now as I speak. Are you with me? So that is that. Now look at what I was saying about buying and selling the other time. If you look at the left side of my chart, you will see that you will see some numbers here. It is calibrated like 1.12000, 1.15, 1.15000. Now this, if it's going down, it means that sellers are dominating the market. If it is going up, it means buyers are, like now, I am buying. Buyers are holding the market. You see these red candles? These red candles are symbols that sellers are what? Dominating the market. I think I've come to the end of today's class. If you just come in, I can see Madam Gladys is coming in. Don't feel bad. I will drop my recorded video. I'm recording this right now. I will drop it on my YouTube channel immediately before 10. Before 10, I will drop the link for all of you. But please, I beg you all, please subscribe to my channel, support my ministry, subscribe to it, and click on the notification bell so that, because sometimes, apart from these trainings I conduct in the night, sometimes the spirit might just lead. I might just decide to drop a topic that is helpful. Are you with me? And if I drop that topic, surely my students always see it to be so beneficial. Don't forget to subscribe, click on the notification bell, and share with your friends. If you have friends, invite them. Let them come and benefit what you are going to gain from now till Friday. I think I've come to the end of this program. I want to permit questions. I want to permit questions right now. Is there any question in the house for me? Is there any question in the house for me based on what I've done? Is there any question in the house?
Yes. That's
yes. Good evening, Mr. Sunday Ede. Yeah, you can ask your question. I'm with you.
See, I'm just understand this whole thing about Forex.
What do you say?
I'm so happy to. I say I'm yet to understand the whole thing about this Forex trading. I don't even know anything about this. This is my first time of hearing about this Forex trading. I'm so eager to know about it. Honestly speaking, whatever it take me, I'm very interested. This is just the beginning. So you say you hold the class tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
Before tomorrow, I will research and know the kind of question I will ask you. But this is just my first time I'm attending this kind of a wonderful class online. I'm so happy.
Oh, thank you so much.
Tomorrow I will see how I can ask you my
question. Hope you enjoyed today's program, sir.
I so much enjoy it. This is my first time. I enjoy it, honestly. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, please, how can I? Where's your? How can I get your YouTube link?
No, that's not a problem. I will drop the YouTube link on that WhatsApp. where I got you.
Okay, please just drop it. Just drop. So
I will
go
drop it.
to the link.
I'll drop
Thank
it.
you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
You are doing a very great job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will that WhatsApp is your number.
Yes, that's my number. That's my WhatsApp.
Okay,
You are
so
free
I will
to call me
I'll be calling you
anytime.
time to time.
No problem.
Okay, thank you very much. Please, which state are you conducting this class?
It's from Lagos State, sir. Lagos State.
Okay, it's from Lagos State.
Yes, sir.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much. I'm from Benin City, sir. I'm from
nice
Benin City.
Yes,
I'm listening from Benin City right now. Thank you.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I will be calling you tomorrow. You said tomorrow by 8, eh? Okay,
yes,
thank
8
you.
p.m. Yes, sir. Now, class, thank you very much. Thank God this man said these things. Please, I will drop the link on that same WhatsApp platform. And you see this class I conducted class. It is for zero or little knowledge. That's why some people, they always say, why is it that you always start from what is Forex? I love my job. That's me. I love teaching. And I always like to start from the scratch. One thing about me is whatever I start, I finish. That's my life. So look at it now. This man had no idea of Forex trading. But if he's going to watch this video, he's going to gain something later. So that is one reason why I decided that I will only start from the scratch. Thank you so much. Is there any other question in the house, please? Is there any other question in the house? Feel free to ask your questions. Is there any other question in the house? Okay. If there's no other question in the house, I want to say a very big thank you to the daddies and mommies in the house. God bless you. Thanks for coming. I sincerely appreciate all of you. God bless you all. If this is your first time, I'll drop this link latest before 10 p.m. Please take your time to rewatch. Take your time to rewatch. There's no crime to rewatch so that you surely understand more and more. Thank you so much and God bless you. Good night and bye. Bye.